Hi everybody, I'm Patrick.
And I'm Michael. You're watching another episode of Star Wars News and Views, and today we're going to be talking about Jimmy Smits and Bail Organa in Rogue One, the Star Wars story. So when the Rogue One teaser came out, like a lot of fans, we went through it with a fine-tooth comb.
Yeah, no, that was the sizzle reel.
The sizzle reel. Sorry, the sizzle reel. That's right. We're like, okay, what new shots are there? And there's some shots where they cut it off just as you were about to see something.
Yeah.
And we went through and frame by framed a couple things.
Yeah.
And one of the things that we found, and then a lot of other people as well, was that it certainly looked like there was a character in the Rebel base that was Bail Organa.
Yeah, it was kind of cut off from the face up, so you just saw like his mustache and beard, and then his uniform.
Yeah. So we're like, that's Bail Organa. Bail Organa must be in it. Well, now we have confirmation.
Yeah. So when we first saw that, we weren't really sure if it was going to be Jimmy Smits or whatever coming back as his role, or if they were just going to hire a lookalike like Mon Mothma.
Yeah.
And it turns out that when Jimmy Smits was on The View, they had asked him about it, and at first he denied it and he said, "No, I'm not going to be in it." And the people were like, "Well, we people have confirmed that it looks a lot like you," and he's like, "What? Like, people don't have anything better to do with their time than like go through this stuff?" He's just talking about us, but so he's like, "Yeah, well, I guess I am in it, but it's gonna be a very small role. Can you say cameo?" So it's supposed to be a cameo, but it just what is the word for it? If is it gonna be small or if he's gonna have a big part? But
the fans broke him. Like, if he ever goes to war and gets captured, like he'll spill everything. Don't send him in the battle.
Yeah.
So obviously he said it's going to be a small role.
Yeah.
But what does small role mean? Is it going to be like, because it kind of looks like Mon Mothma. I always say that.
Yeah.
Is kind of in charge there. And so is it going to be like, she's like, this is the plan, we're getting the Death Stars, and then he's like off to the side being, that's right.
Yeah. Well, it was probably with that scene, like a similar scene to what we saw in episode 7, obviously on episode 4 too, where there's the headquarters for the Rebels base, and they're talking over stuff,
having a meeting,
and people kind of come in and stuff. And he might just be one of the people who are there talking. But
like how Admiral Akbar's in Force Awakens.
Yeah,
but
exactly.
He's barely in it.
Yeah, that's probably what I assume what his role is gonna be in this movie.
I think would be really interesting in terms of how this movie affects your viewing of Episode 4, because they say Rogue One is going to end right as Episode 4 is about to begin. So what if one of the last scenes is okay, he's on the Rebel blockade rudder, and he's like, okay, here are the Death Star plans. Good luck, guys. I'll meet you guys back on Alderaan.
Yeah,
and that's I'll be waiting for you there.
Yeah.
I'm sure it'll all work out.
I'll be at a bar on Alderaan waiting for you guys. It's just that's it.
Yeah. So
that'd be a good way to explain it.
They may very well do that.
Yeah,
that would be pretty cool.
That would be really good if they did that. If they haven't yet, and you guys are watching this video, do it.
Yeah, but there's still time. You got 4 months.
Yeah.
You just come on. We can
reshoots.
We can film it in front of this green screen here.
Yeah, exactly.
Bring in Jimmy Smits. Bible. They could do that.
They could, yeah.
I mean, they had the blockade runner in Revenge of the Sith.
Mm-hmm.
They have that set laying around still. Maybe they wouldn't even have to build anything.
Yeah.
Yeah. So. In related news to Rogue One, this Thursday, the first full trailer is going to be released on ABC during their Olympic coverage.
Yeah, hopefully this is another one of those double takes on us where it's this is a real the second.
No, they said it's going to be the trailer,
it,
and it's going. I'm sure it'll be different than the Celebration one because it was a minute, and you only saw a couple new things.
Yeah, that's what I heard. Right?
So this will be the trailer we were kind of hoping for in the first place, I guess.
Now the trailer for the documentary of the catering crew on Rogue One.
Yeah, so this is the real deal. In the Celebration thing, we got the briefest glimpse of Darth Vader. I hope they don't repeat that shot, or if they do, that they add another shot, just a little bit more, because it was just his reflection, and you couldn't really even. It was more like a silhouette.
Yeah.
So yeah. So I guess that's about it, right? Yeah. So leave us your feedback. What do you guys think about Bail Organa now finally confirmed to be returning, and what do you think his scenes will be? I think he's just going to be kind of standing around on the Rebel base as we see in the trailer.
Yeah. little bit of dialogue, maybe.
A little bit of dialogue.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're gonna get him, Jimmy Smits back, you might as well. And that's great because Jimmy Smits is a fantastic actor.
Yeah,
So-
and he's like the age is like pretty perfect, I think, for this now. He's aged a bit, but it also is supposed to be a few years after his last appearance, so
Yeah,
it's not gonna like really stand out very much.
It's 10 years, so that's close enough. Like,
Yeah.
put a little bit of gray in his hair or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, leave us your feedback, and we'll see you next episode.